Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. It took so long to get everything together. Hello, welcome in everybody, and thank you so much, Palm Labo, for the raid. I apologize so much for making everybody have to wait. This took a bit of stress getting together because I have problems with VTube Studio right now for some reason, and I don't know how to fix it. But thank you everybody for being super patient. Hello, welcome in. We're gonna be starting now. Okay. Thank you again though for the raid. If anyone hasn't checked out Palmlabo during that time it took to set up, they are absolutely wonderful, a fantastic streamer, super entertaining and fun to watch. So make sure to go and see them and support them lots too. Very cool. And thank you for the hydrate as well. Good. The tracking is kind of all over the place today. I don't know how to fix it. There's a lot of struggling that happens with it. It seems to be having a lot of trouble just connecting, but it's okay, we're here. Hello, Dan, welcome in. And then I will also take that hydrate really quick before we end up moving on. Yes, insta hydrated. That tends to happen a lot here. You will get hydrated instantly. Luckily, though, I was smart about it because uh, a lot of things you'll see that happen with streamers is they will get the hydrate redeem spammed, and uh, I was one of the people who used to spam it, so I was not about to be the victim of that. Sorry, I just need like a little second to settle down and make sure that I lock in a bit. Okay, so big plan for the stream today. Please ignore all the barking in the background. That's literally something I can't control. Yeah, I did notice that you were playing Minecraft as well while I was setting up all my stuff. So this means that we get to play Minecraft together in a way. So big plan for the stream today is that we're playing Minecraft again. For the past 2 streams, we have been cooped up in this little desert temple here. So we've mainly been focusing on doing mining, and we've just made this our home. It's pretty simple. There's not much that's changed. Oh, that's a big bunny. Whoa, they changed the animations? I didn't know they changed the animations of the rabbits. Whoa. This is crazy. Look, they're huge. They're like proper big rabbits now. This is insane. Everybody grew up while I was away. So we've been cooped up in this little desert temple. I've tried to decorate it a little bit just to make it not super boring to be in, but it would be good to have a proper little home for us to be in rather than just being in this little place for the entire playthrough. And so I thought a good plan for today would be to at least plan out the location of where we're going to be building. And so we've done a little bit of exploring around. I believe there's a mountain over there somewhere. And so I was thinking we could do the house somewhere over there because I really wanted to have a big town area that has a mountain in the background, because I think it's more fun to be building on mountains and around mountains, because then you can do giant stuff around it and have different elevations. So let me just go take a second to go scope out over here. Because before we start gathering a ton of materials, I do want to go just take a look at it real quick. Yeah, we got the buff bunnies. This is crazy. I didn't realize they would get so huge. It's absolutely wild. Like, these are proper full-sized rabbits. not just the cute little guys that we've seen running around. I didn't know that they had the animations for the tails too. My gosh, they're just like a real rabbit. They won't let you see their face. They'll always hop around, pointing their rear at you, and never let them get a chance to see their face. And a kitty, all the way out here? I don't think I even have any. I don't think I even have any fish to give it. But yeah, I wanted to be at least a little ways from spawn because spawn is over there. We spawn in this big desert area. Ooh, and a big, very big hole. Oh, very big hole. All the way down to lava. That's really good though, because then we have access to lava and can be able to get more obsidian. Because we haven't gone to the nether quite yet. Because I wanted to focus on trying to get a house place before doing all of that. So I think it was somewhere over here. Unless I just somehow completely missed it. I know there was a whole mountain just somewhere over here, and I thought that would be a really good place to start building. But now I'm confused. But it's like the whole mountain can't move that quickly, can it? Oh, there we go. There it is over there. Yeah, and so I was mainly thinking of building over here because there's this really nice open area, nice and green. Oh, I got seeds. And then there's also a baby piggy. We get to see the new pigs already. I haven't actually had a chance to look at all the stuff wow, in this update. Because I know a new update did just barely come out with all the new baby animals and stuff. Ooh, it's kind of cool how there's all this water down there too. Yeah, so right here, I was thinking we could do something with this area around here because there's this nice mountain area. We have two big hills. I wouldn't call them mountains, they're kind of more of big hills. And then there's that space in between, which would be really nice to have for a landscape. And then there's also this really big proper mountain over here, which I haven't even gone up yet. So this place is kind of hilly. There's a lot of hills. Oh, and lots of water too. This is nice. And so I was thinking of having the house kind of towards the middle because one of the big things that I want to have that I have as one of my goals for doing this whole let's play is I want to eventually make big statues, one of which is going to be a big Miku statue, and I wanted that to be kind of in the middle of a town, right in front of a big mountain. And so that would probably be like around here. And then the statue would maybe be like right there. And then there could be like a big roller coaster or something on the mountains. Here, let me read chat real quick. Oh, we found a stronghold. Big achievement. Very cool. You know what? I came here completely unprepared and didn't even bring a bed. I thought this place was going to be a lot closer. But yeah, maybe we'll make the house right there. Or maybe we'll make the house towards over here. Because when I come out of the morning, And I'm wanting to think of what do I want to save first when I come out of my house. Okay, thank you. I'm not worried about installing updates right now. I do unfortunately have that feature where I want to save energy, so it turns the PS5 completely off. That does, however, mean that it doesn't download updates during that time. So let's hurry back over to the home. I didn't... Oh, maybe... It would be easier if I just get some wool. Here, I'm very sorry. This is for the greater good. And then we need to find one more white sheep. Unless... No, I don't have bones. So I can't dye the brown sheep. Wow, it's not even that dark yet. And... Okay, I'm very surprised at how visible everything is at dark. And yeah, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about the baby mobs quite yet. I didn't really like how they had the mobs be really tiny with big heads. It was very silly. And so I'm mostly needing a little bit of time to get accustomed to the new textures and the new mobs in general. Whoa, look at everything all glowy. Okay, here we go. Let's take a quick nap. And then we can think about what material would I want the house to be made of. Because I have access to a lot of jungle wood. And then also some oak wood over there. We don't really have birch or spruce quite yet. And we haven't even come across those during the traveling. Whoa, 2 spider spawners, a trial chamber in an ancient city? I haven't even found a lot of that stuff in general yet. So I find that pretty impressive. The creeper just swimming around. Yeah, and that's true. The spiders are kind of huge. And so that can be a bit of an inconvenience. And so maybe first of all, let's start taking some stuff with me. So let's think about what we'll need. Oh, so I do already have a lot of jungle logs. So maybe we don't have to worry too much about getting a bunch of wood quite yet. Here we go. I'm trying to sort all of these out as well. I do have a surprising amount of stuff for not doing a whole lot here other than mining. Because that was also on the probably list today, was go down and try to get more diamonds. Because we only found one. After all of that, we only found the one. And we need at least 2 more to get a full pickaxe. So maybe that would be one thing that would be good to get before we start leaving this area. So we'll get some food smelting there. Oh, hold on, I need those. We actually have a lot of jungle logs. So jungle logs are kind of a hint of orange if you look at it in a really weird way. So maybe we can use them as like a trim. A trim could be nice. Oh yeah, I can't even imagine how difficult it must be to dig all the way down to an abandoned city, which is why I've never found one yet. We have one block of obsidian somehow. Okay, these say unknown maps. Okay, there we go. Now it's known as map 1. I think these just got confused because we had an update. And so it didn't know what these maps were supposed to be until I pulled it out. So I do think that I want to go back down to the mines just really quick. Because I remember that was the whole point of trying to get these maps, was so that I could be able to just tunnel back up and then go home if I really need to. Because I'd at least like to get a diamond pickaxe. Here you go, I'll take that bed with me so that I'm not struggling so much to try to have a place to sleep. Then let's put some of the wood in here so that I don't lose it all like a fool. Did I throw all of my coal into the furnace? Yeah. So let's just make more. Then we can do a quick mining trip so that we can at least get a diamond pickaxe. I'd also like to get some proper armor than just iron too. Because we are playing on normal difficulty, which means everything is absurdly powerful. Because we're also playing on bedrock. Oh yeah. I especially like doing rails and minecarts because it's a lot of fun to zip around. You do have to figure out though how to make it move as fast as possible though, because they can sometimes still be a little slow. Then I will leave that down there. Okay, so let's take a quick trip. Let me grab my food real quick though. I didn't grab my food. Here we go. So let's take another quick trip down because I don't want to do just 3 mining trips for a full stream. I want to have at least one stream where we get to build something. We get to at least do something other than just dig around in a hole. Because that's only half of the whole Minecraft experience. You're supposed to mine for half of it, and then you craft the other half. And I haven't been crafting at all. I've just been making more pickaxes so that I can dig around like a rabbit. But I would prefer to be more like the rabbits in the fairy tales that make a carrot farm. You know? And I believe that there are some holes that we have not been down to in here yet. And so because we also have the map, I'm not gonna have to worry about trying to remember how to get back up. Because then we can just dig up somewhere. We'll be in the desert or something. Oh, and no slimes, no skeletons, nothing spawned here for the first time. Usually, even though this place is completely lit up, there's always something here to ambush me. But now there's nothing. And it's very weird. Especially since I was looking back at the first stream we did, and this place was completely overrun with mobs everywhere. And now it feels too quiet. It's kind of freaky. Oh, there we go. There's one little slime. It just took a while for them to show up. Okay, so let's go down the big hole. And just go down a direction that we haven't been to. Oh yeah, do you actually need a trim in order to do it? You can't just have normal netherite? I did not know that. Yeah, so we've been that way before. We haven't been down there. So I am just a little curious about if I should go back that way that I went before, or be full committed and just go down that other way. Oh, we haven't been here yet. I guess let's just dig around here. Yeah, so they must have changed the way how mobs spawn, because this feels a lot easier than it used to be. Because I feel like I would even just place down torches everywhere and stuff would still spawn. It was kind of infuriating. And then I do have that problem as well, that I have to look back at the stream in order to properly see, because there's a slight glare on my television. Oh, there we go. See, look, we're already done. We already won. Yippee. We can go back home. Yo! We got a proper iron spear with unbreaking. +3 attack. That's like no damage. But it's at least ranged, so we won't have to worry about bedrock being buggy. This is quite an open area. Ah, there's a baby one. It was so confusing, I couldn't see them. They absolutely did not make it possible to hit them, though. It's still just as infuriating. And there's a lot of blue over there. And you know, I was hoping that we would... That glare was weird. I was hoping that we would come across some coal while we were down here. There's literally creepers falling from the sky. Then I would like for them not to blow up the torches. Can you? Okay. Okay, I'm surprised that still managed to hurt. They like jumped out of the water the very frame the explosion happened. So not even a little piece of coal anywhere. So there's two. We're still fairly early game, so I would like to get as much iron as I can. Bruh, I'm out of arrows. Oh, there we go, there's some more. All I had to do was go around the corner. How have I found diamonds before finding extra coal? I wanted to at least get some extra coal. Yeah, that was like a piggyback zombie. It was insane. Yeah, I've also never found a bastion before either. They seem pretty intimidating, but also super rare. Which is unfortunate if you're trying to find crying obsidian. There's like a proper staircase. So I'll try and grab that diamond so I don't forget it. That is funny that it's literally just right around the corner. And so hooray, this means that we won't have to spend the entire stream just mining. I need some cobblestone though so I can make more torches. Because I don't think you can make a furnace out of deep slate. I also don't know how I managed to go down here without any cobblestone. Here we go. We'll just do a quick little... Oh, and then I'll need a crafting table to do that. Getting a little ahead of myself. Hooray. So, did I not come down here with actual wood either. That's insane. Okay, well, I guess we will just have to go back home then. Trying to be productive and I can't do it right. So because this space is also a bit of a ways from where I'm wanting to build the house, it does mean that we will need to make a proper travel system. Whether it's trying to make a minecart trail all the way over here, or making a stable full of horses. Which I was planning to do the latter anyway. I think I said that right. I'm planning on making a stable of horses at some point. Because I feel like you can't be so engrossed with Uma Musume like I am and then not include it in absolutely everything you do. I also don't know how to make spears work. Because I assume you're supposed to just point it and then charge. But then it doesn't do that. Oh, now it's charging, I think. It's just doing a goofy turn. Yeah, I don't know how to make the charge work. I can't get the charge to work right. Okay, and I guess they're just gonna be suffering right there then. Look, they literally have sunlight shining on them. But it doesn't count. This is bogus. Whoa, found a bastion on the Switch. Absolutely crazy. Yo, we could make a diamond spear for 4 attack. That doesn't seem worth it at all. Oh, here. I was like, I have 2. It's because I didn't get the one from the chest. Yippee! And so, oh. Hold on, I think I did it wrong. Here we go. Sorry, I had the volume low. There we go. Yeah, just wanted to make sure that it still worked. Anyway, now that we have the pickaxe, this does mean that we could start doing stuff to get to the nether. Could be entertaining. And then I was also thinking about that too, is that the nether portals could be a good source of transportation. I have seen people do that before, but I don't know how to make the math work to do that right. I'm sorry, I forgot to turn the volume on. No, wait, the baby bunny. Oh my gosh, I think I just ate the baby bunny. Where'd it go? Okay, no, there it is. I just ran into it and then it disappeared. I accidentally ate the quack and then also ate the baby bunny. But it's okay. It survived. So if I can, it would be really cool to get the nether portal teleportation to work. But I also don't know how to do that. I think I've tried before in the past, but either just didn't do that or it didn't work out. Take two. Okay, wait, hold on. There we go. I'll make sure to refund the other one. You should hopefully have gotten the points back for the the quack that did not work. You just place the portal and see where you spawn. I might just put a portal down around here somewhere, and then once we start building all the stuff over there at the new home, then because I want to make the portal, at least over there, a little fancier. And so then we can just place the portal over there and then go on a little journey to try to see if we can find the other one. Oh good, I'm glad it worked. Where'd you come from? Now come back here. We have milk for 2, potato for 1. We have a cherry log, gunpowder, small drip leaf, and a horn coral block. Very intriguing, but I don't know if that's gonna be for me. So I will put that back here. We do need to get some buckets. So let's make some buckets. And then I was just going to... Here, I'll get a few more. Even before we got the diamond pickaxe, I was just going to get a bunch of buckets. And then get some things of lava and some water, and then just try to build up the portal the way how speedrunners kind of do. And so that would mean that we could have done it over by this lava pool over here, but that's a long way to try to walk just for a nether portal. So I'm going to bring it more over here. Yeah, the overworld is kind of dangerous. Even though it's probably the safer place than other places, it is rather scary to be around. This doesn't go very deep at all. Here, we're just gonna have a little pool of water right here. Any animals that happen to pass by, I'm sure will appreciate it. Why are you here? Oh, they're going on a date. Okay, here. My apologies. I'll get out of here. I didn't realize that they were just getting together to meet. It definitely shouldn't be nighttime. I don't think. Unless I just wasn't aware. Okay. Yeah, it's not nighttime. So where's a good place to have a portal? I was thinking maybe somewhere here. Okay. That was a very short rainstorm. To be fair, cats are pretty crazy. I mean, you wonder why humans are afraid of mice and spiders and stuff when they don't really do anything. And yet here we are. Yeah, so I was thinking we can have maybe not all the way up there, but more over here maybe would be a good spot. These do at least go pretty far. Maybe right here? Maybe more over here. Because I think it would be nice to come out of the portal, then you see the temple, and you see the little garden over here. But you can't really see the garden unless you're elevated. So maybe we can build like a little podium area. Would be quite nice. And this is kind of funny for people who didn't see it. You kind of just flop out of bed. Then it also doesn't help that this place is kind of buried. Like we figured out a few streams ago that this place is kind of an apocalyptic area. There's a lot of ruined stuff and a lot of civilizations and a lot of zombie villagers around here. And the only thing that survived are the cream rabbits. And the birds, apparently. There's birds just chilling around here everywhere. Yeah, so... I kind of want to build like right here, but there's a big hole right here, which is very inconvenient. So I guess let's just get started on filling in the hole a bit. So let's go make a shovel. And we can start digging around. I guess we'll just do more tools. That was also something that I forgot to mention, is we are also doing a challenge to see how if I can get through all of the advancements slash trophies slash achievements within this year. So we're going to be playing Minecraft mostly for throughout this year, and then we will see how the whole world and how far I've gotten in the enchantments are by the time we finish up. Because I was thinking it would be a lot of fun to be able to do a big proper Let's Play like they used to do back in the day. Because people don't really do that anymore. Sometimes they do it with Minecraft. But a lot of people don't do it anymore because that's not really the type of content that gets pushed around a lot on stuff like YouTube. But it does at least work for a live stream format, which is good for me. Oh, also challenges? Yeah, I think there are. They do describe some of them as challenges on specifically the PC. So we can build this up a little. So that we have a little place to work with. And then it also means that you'll be able to see the area over here a little better because we'll dig it out. I am kind of unsure how much I want to dig it out, because the fact that it's so much in ruins is pretty cool. Like, I haven't removed all the vines off of it, because I do kind of like the look of it. So let's make another shovel. Then we can dig this all up. I was worried that I made an iron one because it's so bright in the hand. And there's also a weird vine that just grew right there specifically. So let's dig this out a bit. This will also give a bit more room for a garden area. I'm rather entertained seeing all the new animations for the rabbits. I am glad they made it a bit more rabbit-like. It gives a lot more personality. Now the only issue is if they could make the rabbits rub their face all over everything. Because that's a key part of rabbit behavior. They're just like cats and feel like they have to rub their face on everything. Then we can fill up this hole a little bit more. Maybe just up to here will be enough. We might even need to go a little bit more. Because I'm thinking like right here would be good. Maybe like right here. Yeah, because this is kind of the edge of the area. Like right here. And then we can have some steps leading up to it too. Yeah, I did actually manage to get one of the happy ghasts in my other world. And it was very cute, but I don't have snow in that world yet. And so I just have it attached to a lead. And I can't go anywhere because I don't have a way to move it around. And then I think just having stairs right here would be a little too sudden. So if I had birch, this would look a lot better. But there's also only jungle trees around here. So let's just do this. There you go. So we have like a little something leading up to it. Yeah, and we'll just have the actual thing just right here. I wasn't going to do that, but I think I am going to do that. So let's put the deep slate here. Can get these out and get the water ready. Oh, that ignited a lot faster than I thought it would. Oh, it killed the dead bush. I realize that's kind of an oxymoron, but whatever. Here we go, I have some dirt. There we go. We can make this a little safer instead of being really reckless. Yay. And then this isn't going to be a really fancy portal. I don't think it really needs to be. Because this place around here is also pretty simple. And so I feel like it would look out of place. Yeah, creepers being scaredies. I think it's more they're like big bullies. They feel like they're big and tough until they see something that's slightly dangerous or that they deem dangerous, and then they freak out. So maybe it's more of like an emotional thing. They feel the need to go and blow other people up, but in actuality they're big scaredy cats. Which, ironic because they're scared of cats. Then let me see if I can find this lava pool, because if we're draining it up, it will slowly get harder to find. And there's like a proper, was it called a cockatoo? Or what are they doing? They're following around a sheep. The parrots around here are making friends with everybody. They're friends with the sheep, they're friends with the ocelots, they're friends with the bunnies. The birds here are actually wonderful. Scared of Cats doesn't have lore, but it's said to be because cats can be fast enough to hit, then run from the explosion. Oh, you know, that does kind of make sense. It's like just an observation that they've noticed. That if the creepers try to engage with the cats, then they would ultimately lose, so they just don't bother. That's pretty interesting. At least I think so. And then I think we might have just enough lava with this. Big question though, do I have enough dirt? Oh, I did this unoptimally. Oh, it's okay, I kind of saved it. There we go, I did it. Except I do need a few extra blocks. I'll need to do this kind of quick. There we go. Now let's remove all of this. Oh, I have 2 shovels. Where'd I get 2? Yeah. Stay safe and stay hydrated. Don't burn in the lava. There we go. The reflection of the obsidian's kind of weird. Makes it look a bit grayish from the saturation. Then since we are in the desert, we can take some of this sand and just put it in the corners for decoration. Because it does look a little incomplete when it's just that without the corners, in my opinion. So I like to add a little decor on the corners. And then should we use a flint or should we use a fire charge to be fancy? Or should we do the flint and steel? Do we do it for the meme? Because we do have flint. I have fire charges somehow. But it would be... oh, I already have one. Okay, well, I guess it would be a waste not to. Oh, I did not realize the ad break was on. I didn't even notice. Okay, baby bunny, you ready to see this? That baby bunny is locked in. Look at him go. Like, what on earth is this thing? Do you see him tilt his head and everything too? Are you ready to see the most miraculous thing you've ever seen in your entire bunny lifetime? Take that as a yes. Yay, into the nether. That was like instantaneous too. There was no build up to it, just boom. Hooray. Well, should we at least take a little peek in? I'm gonna bring some cobblestone with me because this can be pretty bad. This would not be the first time where something blows up. So let's dump all of this stuff in here. Oh, I will actually bring these just in case. Just in case something goes wrong. Well, I do have jungle logs. Those weren't there a second ago. Okay. Here we go. I was thinking I should have some cobblestone somewhere. Even though I've mostly been going through caves, I should have quite a bit of cobblestone at least. That's one of the things that people don't usually worry about having. Now let's go. Blue? That was the least likely color I was expecting to see going into the nether. Wow. And there's some Endermen? Yo. This is actually scripted. This is the easiest spawn ever. You get Enderman right away. Oh, they're gone. There's like no way down from here though. See, more proof that we are in a space with a civilization that's underground because we went through the nether and now we're up in the air. These are the weirdest trees ever. What on earth? They're like... it's like I can feel the texture just by looking at them. We're like in this little room. There's maybe some spaces to go through here. But like, we're like in a room up. We're properly in the air. Like we genuinely have no way down. So we will need a way to get through. I accidentally threw away the crafting table, so I'll need to make another one. So let's build a little safe house over here. We have at least a little area where we can cower just in case. Because from my experience, it's always good to have one of those at the ready. Then I guess we'll just start making our way over there. There's like nothing but a tree to use as a bridge. This is very cool though. I can't even make this like a cool bridge down there because I have to get down there first. I can maybe jump down there. Oh, there is an area over there. Is there a way we can get down? Like, I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest, but it wasn't this. I don't think I've ever had a nether spawn like this before. See, like, not even the Enderman knows what to do. He's like, now I'm stuck here. He teleported there and he's like, now what do I do? It's just that building downwards in Minecraft is not really something you can do. It's a lot easier to try to build up. Oh, and then they're right here. I just took out the mushroom. That was the sickest dodge ever. Did you guys see that? That was wild. So, like, maybe we can... I don't even know where to go. I don't have... Like, maybe I could get an ender pearl. But, like, the only way down is genuinely just building across or jumping on the tree. But it would be a lot cooler if I could make this slope up. Wow, there's a lot of Endermen here. This is gonna make it really good for when we eventually start heading to the... trying to find the stronghold. Look at how many there are. This is crazy. The Endermen are like, who are you? They see this strange creature just show up and like, who are you? This place looks really cool though. I will admit, seeing blue in the nether is a very nice change of pace. Wow, look at that portal spawn. Insane. Yeah, so if I tried to dig anywhere around there, best I could do is that little island. Because I was hoping there was something underneath. And then I would also probably run into that lava waterfall too. The lava fall. The lava falling from the air. And, ooh. Warped roots. I've never seen this stuff before, so I'm very unfamiliar with how it all works. Just kind of like how grass spreads. At least that's what I assume. Oh, and I left my crafting table up there. Oh, you can place a boat? I've never thought about placing the boats. That's actually a really smart strategy. I won't consider it cheating for that part of the advice because I'm friendly, I promise. Because I feel like Bedrock, you need to cheat the system as much as you can. Because Bedrock is absolutely ruthless. I speak from experience. I can always see the Enderman looking up in the corner of the eye, and I'm always concerned if they'll just be extra ticked off. Oh, hello. My apologies. And I can like hear their weird sounds. It's putting me on edge. Doing stairs for sure would be a lot easier, but we don't do easy in this household. Oh, neat. That is a bit of a shame that it was more of a Bedrock thing, but I'm glad they fixed that out. Ooh, I thought I fell off. This still is kind of a scary bridge, but at least it's working okay. I will say, this bridge, not my best work. But it's kind of the best we can do in these trying times. Yeah, this is the ugliest bridge of all time. If there was a way to make the bridge dip down, and then go like over there, maybe make it curve a bit, it would look really cool for the nether in this area. I don't know if it's worth all that effort. But there we go. We at least have some way to properly get back up here. Then I do kind of just want to take a little look around. See everything. Whoa, big red mushroom. Oh, and then there's the red forest. I know that one's like the evil forest that has all the piglin in it. Yeah, and look, it has the evil trees. Evil, scary trees. We do have these pretty looking blocks, though. And some glowstone. Since I'm here, I might as well grab some of it. Because it would be nice for decoration. Because glowstone does tend to be a pretty fan favorite when it comes to decor blocks. Then yeah, I might as well just take it all. It does unfortunately make this place look a little blander though. I did not think these things were going to be solid. Like the most solid trees ever. It is kind of funny to see all these Endermen just walking around looking at me. They're all like, what is this creature? Yay, well that was fun. Let's go home. We came here to do what we wanted to. It's a very cool looking nether spawn. Yay, and now it's morning. Then... let's see, I wanted to see how we were doing on time. We can at least go over and start making the foundation of the house now. Well, and then we can put all of this. We can put this somewhere. You know, this is gonna be a big pain to try to move everything. Oh, that does make me wonder if we're gonna use the nether portals for transportation. How is this gonna work when trying to navigate to that place? We're gonna have to make a really weird and creative path, because we at least have to figure out where the other portal is gonna end up first. So chest, I was trying to make a chest so that we can throw all this stuff in. Then we have the nether chest, and we can just throw all of this good stuff in there. At least we don't have to worry about the piglins. That was a big thing I was worried about. But now we're okay. So we have lots of jungle logs. Let's get some oak as well. Because I do like the look of oak wood as well. It's for sure the main wood that I use. Because it's the standard wood and it just looks nice. Here we go, it's all the way over here. Because I titled this stream as we were going to be making the house. We have not made the house yet. We've gone to the nether. All the way over there. Have not started on the house. So let's maybe make a boat. Let's make a boat so that we can just travel over there through the stream. Then I think you need a shovel as well. Oh no, we're good. That's just a PC thing, I think. I can never remember if I need one or not because I end up switching between the two all the time. Go, and I know that there was a lot of oak trees over where we were. I like how they're hugging the shield. It's very silly. I know that there was a lot of oak trees over by where we were planning to be. So let's go head over there. To be honest, this isn't that much faster than just running. At least it's a little better. Yeah, and look at all these mountains over here too. We haven't been over here yet. I did do a little bit of a look around. Okay, well, I needed... How do I get out of here? I can't... Okay. I don't know why it's that button specifically. Anyways, I have been doing a bit of a look around here in the last streams. But I thought this place over where we were at looked the best because it wasn't super far from spawn. As well as also having a lot of those mountains around. And I did like the two mountains next to each other. And we have this nice big lake right here too. Oh, and the cows on the island. Oh, and there's some birch trees over here. So let's just go over here and start chopping these down. Dude, look at how big that is. It's just a big blob of dirt. Kind of insane. Yo, you know what I didn't bring? I didn't bring my bed. So sorry. So sorry. There's got to be at least one more. Wolves. We do have that on the list of things we need to do. We have to get some wolves. So sorry. We have to get some wolf friends. And we need at least 5 for the achievement. This is very unfortunate. I've gotten rid of a lot of sheep today. All for what? When I absolutely didn't need to. Then we have at least the bed ready. There we go, just barely got that out ready in time. Hooray. Whoa. The zombie just cracked at me. Then I would like to at least replant what I chopped down, because when I get rid of the trees, I don't really like to completely ruin the image that they had before they disappeared. So I like to at least replant in the same spot. Oh, a zombie with glasses. Horrifying. So let's just get a bunch of oak and birch. And then we can get some jungle later too. Because considering this is going to be my house and I'm expecting to do this for a long time, I want it to be a very grand house. Because, you know, if nobody's going to be living there besides me, it might as well be a wonderful house for the entire world. And so we're going to make it very big, make it look very grand and colorful. I don't have a proper design planned out for it. Usually when I do houses in Minecraft, I just place blocks as I go, because I don't think it really works to plan it out in like a separate world and stuff, unless you have the exact same landscape and everything, which I do not. And so we're just going to find a spot that looks good, and then we'll start placing blocks. That also usually means that it fits better into the environment too, because then you move stuff around and it goes over hills. Oh, not a single birch sapling though. There we go. Then replant that right there. Even though I probably won't be building around like this area, I would like the trees to at least stay somewhat nice. Because, you know, just in case. See, look, and I got rewarded with an apple. It pays off to be a good person. And here, I'll continue with that later. Oh. No! Put that back. Actual evil creeper. Can't believe they would do this. Look at all of look at all of this litter. Absolutely horrible. Now I gotta fill it all back in. Now all we're left with is an L. Here we go. There's a sapling over here. Then we'll go for this one. Put that there. Oh, there we go. I got another sapling right away. Maybe all that dirt was just really loose and it all crumbled apart as soon as I got rid of the tree. But there we go, it got fixed up and then I got rewarded with an apple. And so I have all these ideas of things that I want to build, but I haven't even gotten started on doing the house. So at least by the time we finish the stream today, we should have at least the foundation of the house done. That's what's going to be the goal. Ah, thanks. I think the trees agree. Oh, there's two trees right next to each other. Well, now I feel bad. I did not know. I should have done better at looking at what trees I was chopping down. Well, hooray. So, let's go grab the bed. It's way over here. Let's go grab the bed. We can grab this too. Then let's move on over to the area. We should have plenty of wood. We have lots of jungle. And then if we need more, we can always go to one of the jungles as well. And yeah, so this place is, see, like from this angle, I feel like this is a really nice, this is going to be a really nice place. Because this will be like the main entrance to the town. And then you'll look over here and there'll be the big mountains, and then you have the forests in the background, and you have that big mountain over there, and then you'll have big statues popping up. It's going to look fantastic. It's going to take a while to get there though. Oh. Only thing though is I don't know if I want the house to be over there or over there. Because I was originally planning somewhere over there. And then we would have like a big nether portal over there, and then that would take you over there. Which, thinking about that now, that would probably be pretty tricky, because it will take a little longer to try to find where that portal is. But I will look that up and try to figure out how to do all those things. Because I think it would also be nice to have like the house kind of close to here. Because then there could be some sort of bridge maybe, and then it goes over here. It'd be nice if I could see everything instead of it being foggy and rainy. Because I also feel like just building up on the mountain is too obvious. Maybe right there? That could be nice. Like this looks like a very comfy grotto over here. Because you can have like a little bridge here and then come up here and it leads all the way up here. This is at least a nice area for something. It's just that when I look out at the home though, it's gonna be kind of out of the way. I don't want my home to be too out of the way, because being in the middle of nowhere on its own is kind of out of the way enough. I want it to at least be within the community. So like maybe here? This is so tricky. Because I want to get this right. This is gonna be too much to move by the time I start getting nuts with it. So this is of the utmost importance. Because I wasn't planning on having the home being all the way over here. But I do kind of like this view a bit more than being over there. It is also too that because this is the very first thing, why are you here? They just appeared in front of me. I didn't even realize it was nighttime. And so, see, here we go. Now I have a proper chance to be able to see everything. Because, like, maybe up here, this could maybe give a good view of the whole town where I would be building. And then that little area over there is very cute too. But yeah, like this would be the view that I would have for coming out of the house. Like right here. Which this isn't bad at all. Of course. It's kind of funny to see stuff just pop out of thin air. Look at these clusters of flowers. But then this area is also not as holy and hilly. Maybe if I do build around here, it would have to be up here because of this big hill. And then I don't want to be that up close. Because I would also like for my house to be one of the big things that you look at in the world. You say, wow, that's Chess's house. That's one of the big things. That when you look at this world, it's going to be, wow, look at that incredible house. So this view is nice. I think I will stick with my original plan of having the house over here. Because this will also be kind of the area where I start most of the streams. And I don't want it to be underwhelming for when it starts up, then there's like nothing. So maybe like right up here somewhere. Maybe if we build this up a bit. This could be nice. I think we could make this work. We can have like the house here. I was also thinking that we could have some sort of massive tree somewhere. So like maybe that massive tree would be like right here. Because just once again, I am being very particular about this. because this is something I don't want to change. It's going to be a lot of work to move all this stuff around. So yeah. Yeah, maybe we will just go right here. This feels like the best spot to me. Because after I've looked at all the other spots, even like over there would be really good. But then I wouldn't be able to see anything. And I want to at least make it so that when I get out of the house, I can look over and see stuff. And then since the house, we can make the house tall. So we won't have to worry about that. So we can probably dig away this hill so that we have more of a flatter area. I do kind of like the hill leading up here though. We can have the hill lead up to like here. We can have it lead up to about this high. And then let's build up the hill a bit more. Because this is also one of the things that comes with doing these worlds. Is that you will be given the terrain, but to make it special, you'll usually have to do a bit of terraforming if you want it to look even better. A lot of the best builds usually involved doing some terraforming of some kind. So where can we go digging for some dirt? Maybe we can just shave down this hill a little bit. Here we go. I don't know if this is the most entertaining, but this is a lot of what my Minecraft tends to be, is a lot of looking at a lot of stuff and then taking from a few things, shaving some stuff down, not changing stuff too much. So let's just go over here a little ways so we can take some dirt from somewhere. Or actually here, let's go over this way. Because I've already been looking at a lot of the stuff over there. Let's go look at the stuff over here. We have not seen what's over here. And there might be a lot of uneven hills over here that we can take from. So I feel like a lot of this is looking really silly and unimportant for now, but I'm thinking way ahead of how everything is going to look from like a year's time, and it's going to be so grand. Oh, like this is a nice area too. Look at all this. We can like extend the town all the way over here. Dude, this place is gonna have so much potential. I'm just gonna hope I'm gonna have enough ideas to do everything. Here, I want to go look at this mountain over here too. And then I think, oh, Panda. I think what's also nice about all of this too is that in case someplace does show up that I end up liking more, which I kind of doubt it. But if that ever were to happen, then I can always just have 2 houses. There's no one telling me saying that you can only have 1 house. And that's what I've seen a lot of people recommend also too. Is that when you have forever worlds, you don't have to be stuck with just doing the singular house and sticking in the same spot. It is also just nice to be able to go other places and have lots of houses to go exploring a lot of different areas. Because that's what ends up making the forever worlds really forever, is that if the world keeps extending, then you'll just keep building. Okay, that tree's just gonna be floating there. Then let me gather all this up because we kind of made a mess. Here we go. Let's hurry back to the bed before it gets too dark. I almost feel like I accidentally switched to easy mode rather than normal. Because I don't know if I've just become more accustomed to more mobs being everywhere, and so I just don't notice, or if there are genuinely less mobs that are spawning in. Because I think they're still doing the same amount of damage, but it doesn't feel like there's as many showing up. Oh, look at how pretty the sky is. It's so purple. Okay, did I have the bed with me? No. I think I put the bed over here. We're gonna hurry and find the bed. You know what would have been smart? If while I was running around, I could have put torches everywhere so that this place was safe. Did I put the bed over here? I keep losing the bed. I don't remember where I put the bed. This is bad. I'm trying to remember what the place looked like when I saw the creeper. Now it's raining too. Oh man, it's becoming so dark. Yeah, this is not a good situation. Did I put it all the way over here? Spider jockey? That's insane. Ow. Ow. These things are so fast. I'm gonna find out where my bed is one way or another if I end up dying. Where'd it go? I definitely took it with me, didn't I? Oh, it's over here. Go to bed. They're just gonna spawn camp me over my bed. Bro, why do they suddenly become more accurate when they're off the spider? It's not fair. Okay, we made it. Okay, first things first. We were doing the foundation over here. We gotta do all this over here. So I realized looking at this, keeping this on a hill is going to be quite the task. Because this is going to end up requiring quite a lot of dirt. I think it'll be worth it in the end, though. A lot of times, if you put a lot of work into these Minecraft builds, even if it doesn't look super great at the end, it's at least obvious to the eye that it takes a lot of time to do. So if nothing else, it'll at least be obvious that it took me a while to make it. And hopefully knowing about all that effort, people will be like, wow, this looks nice. It looks like you spent a lot of time working on it. And I was wondering, like, where'd all my food go? I had a lot of food before, and it's just sitting in my pocket. So here's at least a start. Let's make the doorway. So the landscape feels like it's doing a pathway over here. I'm gonna go up here. And then we'll have like a little pathway here. This will lead up. Here we go. Move all this grass out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. We'll have a pathway going up here. This will be the start of where the chess cat properties begins. This is where the property line will be. Like about here. We'll have like another little path moving up to... We'll need to bring this out more. This is one of the unfortunate parts about playing in survival, is you don't just have all the blocks you need on hand. You have to go and source them from somewhere. So I'm gonna go grab some more dirt from over here, since that was a place that looked like it didn't need any. And we can maybe move over in here too. Grab some of this. Whoa, look at this nice little pond. This place is too nice. I can't destroy it. Oh, look at this nice open area. Yeah, so let's get some of this. Here we go. Good thing I have my crafting table with me. Golden chicken. Yeah, so this place looks like it wouldn't mind losing all this dirt. This area doesn't fill me with as much of a wow factor as the other place did. So I don't feel too bad about moving all the dirt here. Here we go. We still have at least one full square. I definitely do feel like we're gonna end up having to do a ton of landscaping throughout all of this. Just based on how this is going. But I'm feeling good about this. It's kind of a weird work in progress, but I feel like it's gonna end up good. It's just gonna take a little while to get up to that point, but it'll be nice. And then... okay. Somehow they always last long enough to smack you in the face. And then they die, and then they don't give you anything for it. And then I don't want to waste any durability of tools on them. Okay, making sure that I am able to grab that wood. Oh, here, the shovel's already almost done. I guess I'll just have to get rid of that. There we go, get a little bit more use out of it. I already have so much stuff piled up somehow. Oh, here, I can just do that. But my crafting table. Here, we'll be more likely to come across some more oak saplings. Okay, gotta hurry back. Hurry back and make sure that I don't get stuck in a spot that will be hard to get through. There we go. I like how the sky looks a lot more over here than how it does over at the desert. It was nice to have the clouds and stuff always pink, but I like this blue and green a lot more. This looks so much prettier. Okay, did I leave the bed in the same spot? Yeah, I did. There we go. Now we don't have to worry about as much craziness as yesterday. So now we're back here. We have so much more dirt. So we can build this out a bit more. And then this will be like the main lobby area, maybe. I don't know. I don't usually do the lobby area super big. It's usually just like a little space that's open so that you can see where you're going. And then I would also like to make this include carrot theming somehow. Because with the last Forever World, I kind of did like this big carrot on the very top. I think maybe it'd be fun to do something like that again. So let's see what shape this is making. So let's just put these down for now. You have here, we'll have pathway like right here. That goes up. And then we'll have the door like right here. Maybe. We can maybe make it a kind of crooked. Would be fine. Ooh, we don't get a double door. Then it doesn't have to be a double door. If it's gonna be a big grand house though, maybe it should be. Maybe if we do like the entrance here. Except I don't like it being that far out. Like right there. And then we can maybe build this up a little here. I'll slant that down some more. And I guess it's fine if it's a little bunched up like this because it kind of gives a Burrow feel. I at least like the doors being in that spot. I think that's where we will have it is right here. Because it'll be a lot easier to start building once we just put stuff down. So if we can figure out where the door is supposed to go, we can start building up from there. And then what doors do I have? And we did just get birch, so we can add that to the list too. Yo, the copper door actually does look nice. Do I really want to do a copper door though? I don't usually do iron and copper doors. Maybe this will be a good first though, because I kind of like how it does the window. The window looks really nice. At least a lot better than the jungle door does. Well, maybe this will be the first time we do it. This will be the first time we have a copper door. So I don't have the copper quite yet, so we'll have to save that more for the end. Let's just make all of these into planks so we can figure out what kind of wood we want to work with. So let's just bring this out so we can see how this looks. Because we are kind of making a bit of a shape here. I tend to do a lot of L's, a lot of corner shapes when I do houses, I've noticed. And they do end up looking really nice. But I don't know if I want this to be another L, or if we can make it a little bit more bunched up. Because this is looking pretty big so far. But we also need a proper space to include stuff. I think I'm going to do a 2-story, because I usually like doing 2 stories. We'll have this acacia for the top floor. And then we can have a normal looking oak for this area. Yeah, it'll need to be at least 3 high, no matter what. Because I don't like bumping my head. So here's the little doorway. Maybe we'll have copper for here too. Then I'm wondering if it would be worth making the whole travel just to go get the copper. So no, I'm gonna move. I think I'm gonna move this over 1. It feels weird now. I was liking it before, but this feels a little bit more planted right here. Then we can have, maybe this will move out like right here. Because I think we'll do oak on the bottom. We'll have maybe jungle at the top, and then it will have an oak roof. I feel like it does look a little bit silly though. Maybe we can use the jungle wood for the floor. There's acacia. Maybe let's go see how the acacia looks. I was hoping that we could go to bed, but okay. If it's gonna take so long, I might as well just go and get the wood now. So let's look at this, because I haven't even considered using the acacia yet. And this is even more orange than how... than just how the jungle wood looked. Okay. Just barely missing this little spot. And then did not even get a sapling. We'll just come back later. Then hopefully I can go to bed really quick. The moonlighting is really nice though. It looks really cool. Bro, they can just hit you out of bed. See, like, this isn't fair. There's 3 of them now. It's actually so unfair how fast they're able to fire. Even just 1 of them is dangerous, 2 is absurd, but then 3 is impossible. There, now we should be fine. Okay, well, let me go check on the saplings real quick before I forget. I think we will end up having to make it back over to the desert temple anyway because I'm running out of iron stuff. The durability is kind of wearing out pretty fast. And so I'll need more stuff in general that I only have at home. This isn't good for the sustainability of the trees at all. Okay, we got 2. I was gonna say we got 1, but I guess that's better than nothing. Okay, so let's see how this looks instead. Hello, Zaki Lucky, welcome in. Here we go. I said I was going to build the house in Minecraft, but we're just barely like getting the door frame going. We kind of got a little sidetracked and wanting to make sure it was in the nicest spot as possible. So like maybe the combination of oak. Oh, and this is pretty bright too. I think it kind of works. Oh, maybe we can have like this kind of thing and then we'll put some sort of border around it. Maybe. I think this wood mostly works for accents also. I feel like we need at least some sort of color though. The top. Maybe we can make it blue. We could make it blue, or we could even just get proper orange wool for it too. Because maybe that will work. Oh, left when the bridge in the nether. I mostly just traveled back here to where we're building the house, and I just gathered a lot of dirt to build up this hill a bit more so that there's kind of an incline. So like there'll be the entrance to it will be here, and you'll be moving your way up and go up to here to get up to the house. But that's literally all I've done. I've mostly been just gathering dirt because it takes a lot of dirt to get up here. Hello, pig. Because this little hill was little before, and so I tried to build it up a bit so that it fits a bit more of something that can hold a house. And so we're mostly just barely getting started on actually doing the house. And I'm also just trying to figure out what I want from it. Because we'll have like this little area here. Let's maybe make it come back here a bit more. So then we have like this little area where you can take off your shoes and all of that. And then we can bring it out a bit more. Issue is though that I've been getting a lot of dirt and it's still not enough. I did lose all my shovels as well. So let's maybe make a shovel real quick. Yeah, and then this already kind of dips down too far. So we can break all of this. I was also trying to make this little space here have a kind of a sharp decline. Because then it's also like a little hole that's been dug up, and then all of the excess dirt that's been pulled out of the ground has been building up into this mound. So that it feels a little bit more rabbit-like. Because I also mentioned too that in one of my older Minecraft worlds, I had this house. I might still have the screenshot. I made this house that had a carrot on top, and I really liked how it turned out. And so I'm not wanting to do exactly the same thing, but something that's just fun like that too. Oh, here we go. I found it. Here we go. I can pull it up on screen real quick. Yeah, and so this was what the old house looked like when I was first attempting to do a forever world. It ended up getting deleted though because I had problems with my computer, and so I had to completely reset it. And so I think it would be fun to add a bit of color. Yeah, I thought it turned out really nice. And so I'm thinking we could probably do something like that, but we do it on a larger scale so that we make it a bit more impressive. And then we can also bring it out past here too if we want to extend it to make it bigger. But I'm mostly just placing down blocks and seeing how I feel about it. Because it's easier to judge something if you can properly look at it and then say I don't like it. So, not too big on this corner. See, I think it would be fun also too to maybe make this more of a bowl shape. Could be interesting because I don't usually do that. Because then it would be like this little plump looking house up on the hill. Was that on Java? Did you buy those mods? That was on Java, so yeah, they were free. So that's why the HUD was all super colorful. But yeah, unfortunately on Bedrock, there's not a ton of free ones. Part of the reason, I'm not sure if you heard about when I was explaining why I'm doing all this on Bedrock, but part of it was just that uh, my little laptop that I use for streaming is not the most powerful. It's good for using the model and for actually running the stream, but in terms of running games, it already struggles quite a bit. And so I thought if I want this to look nice and look pretty like all of this, then I would have to do it on my PS5, so that's why we're doing this here. Yeah, I think let's bring this out. I'm not too big on this being flat. It is kind of funny though with that other house, because it kind of looks like a giant shoe with how I made it. Hello, sheep. this a bit more. Because I feel like, especially too with the carrot on top. Oh, what are you doing? Especially with the carrot that's going to be on top. It'll look a bit better if it's like the house is leading up to the carrot. So it draws your eyes to it. Yeah, so let's do this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that goes there. Makes it feel a lot bigger. Bringing this out more. I was kind of thinking too that that this wood does look a lot like carrot cake with how it has that kind of pale color to it and has all the spices in it. And so maybe we could do something carrot cake. Although I don't know if there are any white stairs. Because then that would look good for the frosting than just doing normal blocks. Yeah, I think this might be like a good storage room. Maybe. Because I know a lot of houses usually have their storage at the front. So you could come in and see all the stuff sprawled out here. Yeah, and then we can bring this out back here. And then maybe the burrow stops like right here. And then we can have like the main bedroom and stuff be over here. So we could have some sort of fun thing here. Go upstairs and then that's my room up there. That does mean that it would be missing out on space above here for the roof. Oh, that's true. The performance mods would have been a good idea. But one of the big things that I am just concerned about with streaming is the presentation. Because I do know that a lot of streamers tend to have very nice setups, and that makes the presentation of their stream look really nice. And so I just want the stream to look really nice as well, because then that lets people know that, well, this is a nice stream. They put a lot of work into streaming, so it will be nice. It'll be quality entertainment. At least as much quality as you can get from like a goofball. So so we'll put some color around there too. Maybe we can have some sort of alternating color. Maybe we can put some of this here. Because one of the things that I found too in some past homes I've done, I don't have a screenshot of it, unfortunately, because the server went down before I took a screenshot of it. But there was one house I did where it was with the VTuber siblings, and my house was kind of patterned after the same way that the dress on this model is. So it was like, oh. So it was kind of like how it flows down and there's orange in that cream. So it kind of copied that a little bit, which I really like, just copying the color scheme of my model a lot too. I'm a really big fan of orange and blue. It has a lot of sentimental value to me. And so that ends up getting reflected a lot in the houses I make too, accidentally, but it ends up showing up a lot. Then the home's getting very dark, so we better start... Uh-oh. Here, don't worry, it's okay. See, look, it becomes, like people say, it becomes an official home once you put the crafting table down next to the furnace. So no matter what, if people get mad at me that I technically didn't finish the house and that it looks ugly and how it doesn't even have any doors in it, no, it's finished because it has the furnace and the crafting table right next to each other. That's the rules. I don't make them. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I probably won't end up be using the jungle planks, because I do like how much brighter the acacia is. The acacia has so much more orange and it's so much brighter. I think we'd need even more colors though. Like, we gotta have the top floor be something fun. Like, maybe we can make the top blue, because that's something I've never done with a house before. I've never done a blue roof. Oh, and look, this horse already wants to live here. See, if nothing else, this horse approves of the house. So really, whose other opinion do I really need? If the horse likes it, then it must be a quality house. There we go. I'm just gonna dump a bunch of this stuff down so that I have room to do stuff with. And then I put my bed kind of far. Let's bring the bed a bit closer. It would also be good to get some orange flowers to put around. I do like putting a lot of orange and blue flowers around, as I've said before. I like the color scheme a lot. Ooh, let's hurry and put some torches down. I haven't been doing a good job at making this place safe. Yeah, so let's just scatter a bunch of these around. We can fix it up and make it look prettier another time. For now, we just need the function so that we'll survive. There we go, I feel safer already. Look at how nice it looks, too. And then so we have, yeah, so we'll just make this like the main storage area. That's just what this will be. So this will be a big storage room full of a lot of stuff. But then we'll also need some sort of lookout area. Maybe we, if we're gonna have a proper like walkway, it will maybe be like here. I can change the color of that later. Then we'll have it extend like maybe 3. Maybe this is where we do the jungle. It's just that like the jungle wood is such a weird shade of color. It's like so faded that I'm not sure what to do with it. Yeah, but I think this will work. Oh. Oh. Okay. Thank goodness. You know, if we lost like 3 hours of work, we're just gonna end the stream right there, and we're probably just gonna go back to playing whatever that's not Minecraft. That was a bit of a scare. I sure do enjoy Microsoft. Anyway, I don't even remember what the point I was saying was. That completely ruined my train of thought. But here, let's go get some more acacia wood. Because we did run out of that. If nothing else, considering the time, I'll be happy if we can get the little storage room done. It's just with that reddish wood, we need some blue. We need some blue in that storage room. I feel like blue would make it. We do have access to blue flowers here. We can get some sheep together, get some blue wool. But in order to get the sheep together, we'll need to make a farm. And then in order to make a farm, we'll need to gather seeds. And in order to get seeds, then we'll need to get people to get the seeds. And in order to get people the seeds, then they have to be supplied with milk for their break. And then in order to get milk, we have to herd some cows. It's going to be this whole thing. I don't know where my boat went. Okay, it blended into the grass. And I'll bring an extra tree with me so that I don't have to go back. See, look at that. That's not... I don't think that's a bad spot at all. I think we picked a good spot. This place is going to look so beautiful by the end of the year. You guys are not ready. gonna be so incredible. I hope everybody looks forward to it. Oh, I feel like we need like something that extends out here too. Like if we can have some, maybe like snow. Maybe put some white wool. We just need some fun color here. Yeah, so we can put like a big blue rug in here. And then I will make the rest of these into planks. We'll just have this as the floor. Because I feel like birch looks really nice as a floor. I really like the bright floor. It makes the place feel so much less dark when you have a bright floor. Bright floor. Yeah. So we might as well just replace all of this. And then we can get some blue carpet to put on the ground. Will really liven the place up. And then since I got that glowstone, then we can also put that in the middle of the floor too. We might as well while we're here. Oh, well no, I left all of the glowstone at home. So I think this is looking good. It does need that glowstone in the middle though. Because with this lighting setting, it definitely makes dark places look even darker. Maybe let's try at least bringing some stuff over. Because I am getting to that point where I keep thinking I gotta go back and get stuff. Gotta go back and do all that. So let's just go do that. It will be good when we eventually get the nether portals to link up, because this will be a lot quicker than just using a boat. And then if we can get some swiftness potions too. They're just nice in general for transportation. These things are indestructible. There we go. Why would you want to be here? There's not even like a bed here. Potion of invincibility? Yo, pale oak. Maybe. We could get some white wood. What'd you miss? Honestly, not a lot. In the amount of time I've played, we've not done a lot. We're mostly just trying to build up a big proper house. Maybe like the coolest thing we saw so far was we went to the nether and it was blue. But other than that, we did not do much. Oh, look at them all cried around. We also have new bunnies. They have a completely brand new model for the bunnies. So they're big and chunky. So now that we're back here, I have to make sure that I get everything that I needed, because otherwise I'm gonna go back and think, oh, I didn't grab the one thing I needed. Oh my gosh, you're right, it is Big Chungus. I didn't even think about that. So where's all my copper? Right here. And then we can also rest here for the night too. Then we'll have to make sure to bring Bird Boy too. Yeah, none of it is fat. They're all actually just super muscular with big shoulders. Yeah, so we have that nether portal there. We're planning to use that for transportation to get back quicker. But that's gonna be way in the future before we're able to do that. And while we're here, we can just throw that in. Then let's make all of this into glowstone. You only get 16. So let's make some more just in case. And you know what? Would it be big brain for me to make these into lamps? Because then if these break, they don't shatter. So maybe these make these last longer. That does mean there'll be more effort to light up though. I think it'll be worth it though. And maybe we can put some of these around the house too on the outside. Could be nice. We can bring the single shroom light to see how that would look. Oh yeah, we also found 2 more diamonds. We spent like a whole hour just finding 2 more diamonds. And that's what we got done with that. I think I will bring this map too. I guess it's not really that far. We'll be okay. Then we'll make a new sword. Because this one is bound to break any time now. We have the copper, and now we can make the door. There we go. And then we'll need some buttons. So what kind of button would look really nice? We have the wood. And then we have the stone. Okay, apparently there's not gold buttons. For some reason I was wondering if there were gold buttons. But we can also just make that back at the new house. I can make note blocks. Maybe do note blocks for something. Hooray, so let's go back over to the house again. Oh yeah, and then since the green was here, I was kind of wondering how much time was there going to be until Lagrange started playing Tomodachi Life, because I think the release date was today. I completely forgot that it was going to be releasing, because when I saw that the release date was going to be 2026, I thought, oh, that's going to be forever off, and now it's weird that it's released. Like, that means it's pretty much the middle of 2026 now. We're not quite there, but basically. I don't think I had enough emeralds for that, now that I think about it, so probably just miss out on that, unfortunately. And so even though I was skeptical about where I wanted to put the house, we can always redecorate the house, so that's not as much of a problem as trying to completely move the house itself. And then I will take the singular blue flower, because we will need that. And then, yeah, maybe the bridge over that would be like right here. Because when I'm planning all of this out, I'm thinking really far in advance. So I'm thinking about where all the places of a town would be, and where all the giant statues would be. So it took a really long time to figure out where I wanted this house to go. So where's the middle of this? 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's gonna make this double. We'll have 2 chests, 2 chests, 2 chests, and then there. I think it'll be okay because we have over here 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1. Yeah, I think this will be okay. So I was thinking we could have this as the storage room. And then we have like these little walkway pods here to go into different parts of the house. It might be a little silly, but maybe it'll be good. Okay, there is an ad break. I'm actually going to use this time to stand up and stretch because I need to stretch bad. So I'll go to BRB. Okay, I think the ad should just be wrapping up about now. So hello, welcome back. Or is it about to be nighttime? Yeah, and we do love silly, so I guess we'll have to make this silly. Do I want this to be flat in the back? Oh my gosh, a horse family. Do I want this to be flat? I feel like it might look weird if it's not flat. Because I don't think it would look silly, I think it would look weird. We don't want it to look weird, we like silly. Yeah, so we'll stick with it being flat. I think it'll be better flat. Oh, this does mean that I'm facing the sunset rather than the rising sun. That'll be okay. It's not really something I was thinking about. It's just a weird observation. So do we have the good middle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we actually have a proper middle. I think this will be good with the middle. Yeah, so we can just put these here. I think that lights it up more than I thought it would. Because it's going to place a few more around. And then we could have a rug in the middle that's blue. That would cover all that up. Oh, and this actually works too, because since these corners would be in the way for all the chests, then we can just put 2 chests right here. So it'll still look good. Yeah, so thinking so far ahead. And then we can put some more torches up too. There we go, we might not need those. I feel like this will be better once we put a rug here, because it's a bit harder to try to visualize how it will look with the rug when the rug isn't here. Then, did I grab more? Yeah, I have more acacia wood right here. Yeah, so I'll have like these little pods here. And then these can have full things of glass moving along here. So then we'd get to here. And then we can just put some fences there too. so that it looks like it's being supported. Oh, and then cringe. We'll just put that there. A very convenient block of dirt in that specific spot right there. And then to keep this from getting too dark, we can have this whole this whole line right here be windows. I forgot that you can jump on the beds. That they're bouncy. Yeah, so preferably as much windows as possible. Look at this horse. This is such a unique colored horse. Did you want to be friends? Oh, okay. They really wanted to be friends, so I guess we're friends now. Yippee. Okay, in that case, I gotta go make an emergency trip. Let's go make an emergency trip real quick. Because we can't leave this guy all by himself. This is gonna be the first of many horses. That was quick. Yeah, they really wanted to be friends. That's why I thought I would just ask. Like, you walk up to someone, hey, do you want to be friends? Sure. Maybe it's because that was the first horse. And it's like how in video games, how it's just a tutorial. So they have the when the characters first meet. Oh, look. When the characters first meet, they're like, sure. Like in Tomodachi Life, I doubt they're gonna make it so that the very first Miis you have don't want to be friends. Like you just get stuck having two Miis that hate each other. So it's like that. First horse is like, sure. And it's such a unique colored horse too. I don't think I've ever seen one that's gray and with spots. It's always either brown with spots or black with spots. I've never seen one that's gray like that. What shall it be named? I don't know. We haven't even figured out a name for the bird for the green bird that lives here. Okay, so here we go. We got the lead. Maybe it would be good to give him some armor while we're still figuring out what? Oh my gosh. We have another dead rabbit somehow. Except this one doesn't get the same treatment as the other rabbit. Oh. You don't get acknowledged if you're suicidal. That's not the way how heroism works. Name it Chess Cat 2. That's a good idea. I'll keep that in the back of my mind. And we could have acacia fences. Or maybe jungle fences. Let's do both. Here, we'll just throw those in. Okay, there we go. I know I had a single carrot. There we go, single carrot. Let's see. We'll need some carrots from the horse. And we could also get some carrots growing over there too. So I had a bone. I think I threw it out somewhere. So I'll have to bring these. We can leave that there. Then we got very lucky with the single carrot and how a zombie dropped it. So we're gonna have to be very careful with this. We're gonna be very careful when trying to multiply the carrots. Okay. We'll leave those growing there. We'll have a single one to take with us. Oh yeah, the saddle. I don't think I have a saddle yet. I should check though. Look at this whole bunny family. The bunnies really like being around here until I show back up again, and then they're like, ew, and then they leave. Yeah, no saddle yet. I'm very glad though that we don't have to try to look for saddles anymore. That was honestly kinda dumb, looking back on it. It was fun in the moment because you're like, yay, I got a saddle. But now, looking back on it, when you get to just have saddles whenever, yeah. Oh yeah, 3 leather and iron. Hold on, I have iron. I can just make this now. That would be a lot easier. Here I am talking about how it's so much better that you get to make saddles, and I don't even make a saddle. Do I even have leather? There were cows when we were over there, so we can get leather that way. I'll at least bring some iron. Okay. And then is it turning night? No, we've got time. We've got time to go make sure that the horse is okay. And then I want to be careful not to accidentally eat the carrot. Just by instinct, I went to go for the carrot, and I have to remember these things are precious. We can't eat them quite yet. Have the power to send me back to my base multiple times over? But how? Oh yeah, with the saddle, yeah. That was like this 3rd time I turned back around like, oh wait. Like the meme of when people go for their mining trip, and then they're like, oh wait, I gotta get torches. Oh wait, I need a new pickaxe. And there's the home. It's really not that far, but it always feels like it's that far. Look at that sunset, that's crazy. And we do want to make sure that the horse is doing okay. Let's try to go to bed as soon as possible. Bruh. That's literally right in my path. Ooh, that was scary. Could have almost messed that up big time. Okay, the horse is still there, okay. Every time you leave your house... And there's a cow. Sorry, cow. Ooh, 2 pieces of leather. Ooh, okay, big question. Should we consider it an option to delete a horse if it's for the cost of another horse? Hello. So we will just have a fence here. Come on, buddy. Just kind of dragging them around. Oh, they really want to be over there. Oh, here. Here, we gotta make sure that the horse is happy. And they're here. We'll have it so that you're back over here. There you go. Then let's plant some stuff over here, since this is right next to the river. We'll plant 1 carrot. An eye for an eye? Yeah, like, is it really bad if it's for the sake of a horse? When you really think about it that way? Let me see, we'll go... Let's look up here. Yeah, so see, this is gonna be a nice lookout point. Maybe when we get a bit... We can build up a bit higher and look out. This place is so open though, there's gotta be some animals. I was very confused what that was. It was a gray sheep. It was a different color than I'm used to. There we go. Thank you for your service. No, come back. Oh, well, there we go. Now we'll be... now we'll have 2 cells. We went from nothing to just constantly seeing them. I feel like I was going insane for a second. Here we go. Very first saddle ever made. I've never made a saddle before. Yay, and it fits on perfectly. Then we might as well put that on too. Oh, it definitely completely changes the look. I think it looks nice though. But yeah, we'll keep that horse armor on them for now. Just so that they're protected. Just in case. Because absolutely anything could happen out here. Because we're not even done with like the storage area up here. We can't even think about trying to get a... stable together. That feels too bulky. We'll keep it like this. Maybe we'll throw some stairs on it. so that it looks a little bit more curved. Then we should also get some sand too. Don't have any sand for the windows. So I don't have a shovel either. I keep going down this list of stuff that I need, and it just keeps going on and on. This is literally what I was talking about with needing to get all of this stuff together. Hold on. There we go. We can put the doors down. So I'll need to see what it looks like from the outside. I'll just put like any button on here for now. I do still like the detail on it. I like the little cross on it. And then the fact that it's orange gives a bit more color to it. It's more salmon than orange, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I think this is working. We'll definitely need a colorful roof though. It needs something on top of there. And I think having it right here rather than on the outside gives it a bit more texture too. Oh, and then I was needing the sand. That's what I was needing. I feel like I have to really hurry with the house now because now we have to take care of a horse too. You know, I was just saying before during the past episodes about how we have all that sand in the desert, and so we'll never need to worry about making glass and needing sand. And I didn't bring any of the sand. I wasn't even thinking about doing glass. So maybe once this storage area is all finished, we'll need to go move all the stuff over anyway. And so I'll just grab a bunch of stuff, put it all in sacks, and do the best we can. I might even do that off of stream, just because I assume that's going to take a while. Yeah, I think these will be panes. Because I always feel like stuff would look better if it was, in solid blocks. But then I do the solid blocks and it doesn't look good, so I have to take it out. We'll make it just a little rounded. That'll make it more fun. And this light deceives me, not just because I can't tell how dark stuff is, but now that I realize, after playing it a couple of streams in a row, I keep thinking that it's not dark enough, and now stuff just spawns right in front of me as soon as the sun goes down. I don't even notice it because it doesn't look that dark here. Panes has a lot more dimensions. That's also true. That's a good point. You also get a lot more glass out of it too. Ooh, okay, I know. My iPad is starting to say it's time to start wrapping things up. It's getting exhausted. Oh, just the perfect amount of glass? How satisfying. Then we need to finish the floor. Let's go. We can just hop over here. Oh, let's see. How's the carrot doing? The carrot's still alive. Oh, there's something happening with the sheep over there. And then let's chop down this tree specifically. Then, did they make it so that you can craft name tags? I forgot, but I feel like that's something that they did do. That's also something we'll need to do for all the animals when we give them names. There we go, complete. I feel like this is pretty lit up too. So we don't have to worry too much about stuff spawning in. Oh, and then one short, of course. We still have to do the roof here. Yeah, I think I underestimated how much birch I would need. So we'll just get a lot more birch. There we go, this should be enough. Oh, they did. Okay. Yeah. That's something that I will need to do for sure. We gotta start figuring out the names for all these animals. Any kind of ingot and one piece of paper for a name tag. Interesting. So copper does have a use. Wonderful. Other than just being peachy. I kind of feel like I'm the first person ever to use a copper door. I've never seen people use copper doors before. I don't know how that happened. Then we'll make it go out like this. Then I was going to just have it be like one little block that you get to look through. I think with this color it looks weird, so we'll just leave it open like that. Hmm. We can always change the color of that later. Yeah, it's very cheap. That's very surprising, but I will welcome it anyway. Well, it looks better from the outside than it does on the inside. Hmm. We can think about it for a while. It can always be changed. Then, how do I make it change the material? It really just wants to do it out of this specific wood. Here, I'm gonna spite it just by specifically moving all that. There we go. Oh my goodness, this is the most sensitive chest I've ever seen. I'm trying to place them down and they're constantly moving all over. Then... I wonder if it would be a good idea to put, like, furnace and crafting tables here. And then have all the chests around there. Because then when I come in to make stuff, I'll be running in here. And then I'll need somewhere to go. I don't want to go too far just to craft stuff. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. So let's move that over there. Okay, my pickaxe is gone. Did I just throw it in a chest at home somewhere? Oh no, it's right there. I don't know how these keep disappearing and reappearing. I swear I'm like looking all over. Maybe it's just all the white blending in. So maybe we do furnace all across? Because maybe we'll just leave those like that. Because I know people like to dedicate a proper place to just smelting stuff, which is very good because you get a lot of furnaces in one place, so you can just take it all at once. If I do something like that, it will be outside of the house though, which will make it easier for building, I think, anyway. So we'll just be satisfied with just the one. Let's see, we maybe don't need that many chests, because we still have the ones at home that'll need to be put down too. Yeah, this is nice. And I do think this needs a bit of decor. We'll probably have to figure out different ways to do that though. Like, do we want to put one more chest here? Or we could put some barrels, because those usually look better than just throwing a chest in the corner. I don't know, I think this is pretty satisfactory already. No. Here, we'll extend this out a bit so that we have stuff to work with. Then yay. I did just look at the time. I do think this would be a good point to wrap up. Because I did say we'll probably just get as far as doing the storage. But I think this is working out okay. It's at least starting to look like a house. It looks like a building. I don't know if it looks like Chess Cat's house though. Is this really is this really going to be worth being associated with my name? Because we'll need a lot more stuff added onto it. But otherwise, I think this is good. It doesn't look like a lot of progress, but we have a horse. We went to the Nether. We got a few more achievements. I feel like even though it doesn't look like we did much, we still, yeah, at least progress has been made. So yippee. I'm gonna make sure that saves. Cool. Okay, yippee. Let me look if see if there's someone to raid. Let me see if there's any people I know. this will probably also be a good time to stop the YouTube stream. So thank you everybody on YouTube.